Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is Monday, the 12th of February, and the moon, well, as I stand here, is in Pisces, but it is readying to move into Aries at 8:27 a.m. this morning. So in about maybe an hour, I think. I don't know. I actually don't know what time it is. An hour and a half. I think it's about 7. We have a beautiful morning here, chilly, as you can see from the crispy, frosted roof of my office, but clear. And we are waiting for a nor'easter, I think it's a nor'easter, or certainly a storm to come our way. The snow totals keep changing and shifting as they're known to do, because I think most of the time they don't really know. So all possibilities until it happens, right? Today is a excuse me. There are some things happening today that can help us move forward, especially with the moon in Aries now, because we are going to have we're going to feel more secure if we feel like we're moving. The moon in a chart is our security. It's our response to stimulus. And I feel like there's a stimulus to get things moving, to do things in a new way. And of course, the Aries moon is disposited by Mars, which at the moment is still in Pluto, is still in the last degree of Capricorn, where Pluto will be revisiting back in September. Forward in September, not back in September. In September to November. So there could be a hint, an indication today of something that is going to come to maybe an end cycle when it comes to the that period of time, 2024, September 1st to November 20th. That's the time that Pluto is in that last degree of Capricorn and won't be there again for another 40 odd years. So there's that. Early tomorrow morning, for some places it's happening late tonight, we have Mars moving into Aquarius. Mars in Aquarius is not a bad aspect for Mars, but it does tend to have our actions be based on what we think. And also, when you're dealing with Aquarius, we're dealing with that sort of both humanitarian urge of Aquarius and the rebellious urge of Aquarius. And then over the next day, or really 24 hours after Mars moves into Aquarius, whenever that happens where you are, Pluto moves into Aquarius, and we start a new synodic cycle. I was listening to Steve Judd, and he said the last time Mars conjoined Pluto at the first degree of a sign happens in 1880 something, 83, 86, I can't remember, late 1800s, and it was in Gemini, another air sign. And that was just before we moved into the 19th century, the 20th century, the 1900s. And the 1900s have been quite the experience, right, for humanity. But now we're in the 21st century, and now it's not Gemini, the sign that separates, but it's Aquarius, the sign that reminds us that we are all in this together. We will either rise or sink together. Some people will get in the water first. Some boats that are not as well equipped will sink first. But if we don't help each other, it doesn't, it's really not an option. We kind of just have to help each other, and we have to connect with our humanity. And I think Mars in Pluto is going to remind us, Mars and Pluto will remind us of that. And it starts, it's a 20-year thing, right? Pluto's going to be in Aquarius for 20 years, so it's decades long. And we're not going to, some of us will see it, some of us won't. But we are going in the right direction, guys. And I know from my own self in my own life, when I've focused on not so much the positive in that, I think, what's really wrong with Pollyanna, right? But it's less about ego, and it's more about what our soul is here to learn and how we can shine when I say shine your light, what you're really shining is you're shining your soul. You're shining your spark of the divine that lies within you. And that happens in the heart. And so if we want to move forward in this time that promises to be rebellious and more chaotic perhaps, but maybe better for all of us, we have to have our hearts lead. So that's my message for today. And I'm going to go in and have another cup of coffee. It's actually a beautiful morning. I almost want to stay out here, even though it's kind of cold. But I'll keep you abreast on the snow. You'll see tomorrow. And the next day when I see, we'll know how much we got, if we got any. And I'll see you again soon. Have yourself a great day. And namaste.